A great weekend of football, not of any other sport. Sadly, Verstappen lost. 2 points, by the way. 2 points. He lost by 2 points. 104 gap, and he lost by 2 points. Like, I've not been an F1 fan for too long, but for me, the best driver in the world is the champion. And Max Verstappen is the best driver in the world. So for me, he's the champion, right? Not Lando Norris, even though he won it, so fair play to him, but he's not the best driver in the world. It's Max Verstappen, and hopefully he wins it next year, you know, hopefully. But yeah, sadly he didn't win. But back to football. City win. It's been a while since I made a video. We lost to Newcastle. We lost to Leverkusen. Almost Balde versus Leeds. Almost Balde versus Fulham. But we won. We won yesterday against Sunderland, and a very good performance. I'll say that. A very big win. 3-0 at home. A lot of people were telling me, oh, it's Sunderland. A lot of people were saying that. I know on Twitter and other platforms. Oh, it's Sunderland. You know, they're going to do something. Did you forget who we are? You know? Did you forget that we're the best team in this country? You know? We own this league. You know? This is not the Premier League. This is the Manchester City League, alright? So don't be telling me, oh, with Sunderland, you're going to lose. Get a load of that, man. They were poor. They had chances, like basically every team versus City, but they were poor. And we just were better. And Cherokee, baller. What can I say about him? I mean, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew he was gonna play like this eventually, but you know, with him, you would see flashes of this here and there. You know, moments of magic, but I think this was probably the best Cherokee performance I've seen this season. You know, I didn't watch the first half because I was, you know, busy with a friend, but the second half, I watched most of it, and I saw the assist. I saw the moment where he got past like 2 3 players, you know, made Ballard do the splits, and obviously got, you know, his assist of the season got denied by I think it was Mukiele off the line, but you know, he got Rabona assist. That could probably be assist of the season as well. You know, and he's just so good, man. You know, I think that was a really good indicator to what we can probably see from him more. And it's no surprise to me that we play Reinders instead of him for the last 2 games against Leeds and Fulham, and we almost lose both of those games. And we play Cherokee today, or yesterday, and we comfortably win. And that's not because Reinders is bad. He hasn't been great, I'll be honest. It's because Cherokee is just so much better on the ball, right? He's so much better at just doing stuff with the ball. He knows when to relax, he knows when to calm it down, but he also knows how to and when to, you know, send it 30 yards to the other winger on the other side of the pitch, or to play a through ball to Holland, or to do stuff like that. Reinders doesn't yet, right? Like, he played for AC Milan last season, and they were poor. They were poor. They were really bad last season, and it's a big difference, right? And even I saw it against Fulham, but you know, we were obviously losing the game. He brings on Ryan Cherokee, and I was a bit confused with that substitution because I'm like, you bring on an attacker when we're almost losing? But you saw what Cherokee did. He came out in the pitch against Fulham. He calmed the place down. He calmed everything down. And it was no shock to me that we didn't concede after that, because I think after Cherokee came on, it looked more of like we were going to score a sixth opposed to Fulham going to score a fifth. And he just does that, man. I can't explain it, but he just does. Foden cooking as well, you know. And also, I want to ask a simple question to those people who think we're Haaland FC. Haaland didn't even score against Sunderland, right? He had a poor game. Probably should have scored. I mean, he got cleared off the line, but he had a poor game, and we still scored 3 goals. But we're Holland FC, right? We're Holland FC, you know. Yeah, sure, sure. But other than that, not much else to talk about. City, obviously, Real Madrid away. It's that time of this year, guys. Real Madrid away. Oh, that's gonna be a fun game. This is gonna be a fun game. I'm not gonna talk too much, but all I'm saying is I'm confident. I'm somewhat confident. It just depends on the back line, to be honest. I think the only thing I would change about our lineup from the Sunderland game is Kusanov instead of Nunes, because I think he's obviously a lot better defensively, but other than that, I would just keep the same lineup for Real Madrid away. Hopefully we win that. I think it's probably going to be a draw, but yeah, anything can happen. Anything. But let's move on, because I actually wanted to talk about some other things. I want to talk about Liverpool, Arsenal, you know, the other big 6 teams and other teams around Europe. So let's talk about Liverpool then, you know, unless you've been living under a rock for the last 24 hours, I would say. Obviously they drew with Leeds, embarrassing, you know, 2-0 up, they score 2, you score a third, and then they score a third for themselves. It's embarrassing from them. Like, I really don't know where they go as a team. And on top of that, you had what Salah said last night came out. And in case you don't know what Salah said, he basically called out the manager and Liverpool Football Club for kind of throwing him under the bus. And the one thing I'll say is, I agree with it and I disagree with it at the same time. I agree with the sense that I don't think he should be the one getting blamed, because I think there's been plenty of players that have been worse. But I'll also say that if every player in the team is playing bad, like bar Chiesa, Soboslai, and maybe Ekatike if you really want to do that, everyone else has been poor, right? And for me, when most players in a team are poor, it's not because of the players are bad players. It's down to the manager. So I don't really think you can blame Salah. I think the blame should be towards the manager, right? And I think the fans understand this, but I think a lot of other people don't, and that's the issue with Liverpool. But I don't agree with Salah on the fact that, you know, he feels like he should be playing because he has not been good enough. Now again, you could also make the argument Van Dijk horrible, Konate. I mean, I never rated Konate, but what I've seen from him this season, I don't think he is near the levels of a Premier League defender. And I know it's a crazy thing to say, but he has been so bad. He has been atrocious. Like, Van Dijk, okay, he started the season off well, and he's kind of become worse as the season's gone on. And there's a lot of pressure on him as well, by the way, because he's also on like 400,000 a week, and he's the captain as well. So that's that. But the entire Liverpool team has been bad this season, so that's that. But I'll be very surprised if Slot doesn't get sacked soon. I think Liverpool are already gonna sack him. I think they're just looking for the right man to replace him, and I think that's what they need to do, right? Look for the right man to replace him. That's the most important thing. So yeah, that's. I think they have Inter Milan away or Inter Milan midweek. Then if they win that game, fair play to them, but I don't think they will. And I forgot who they have on next weekend, but they're probably gonna lose that game anyway, so it doesn't matter. Arsenal dropping points. I mean, I wasn't surprised. You know, they've lost basically half their damn team, at least defensively. So I wasn't surprised that they lost. They do have Wolves next weekend, so they'll probably win that game. We have Palace, who are playing right now. I think they're leading against Fulham right now, actually. So it's going to be an interesting game, that Palace one. But Arsenal are in a weird position, man. You know, because as much as they have in the next couple of games some favorable fixtures, I would say maybe two or three, they have a lot of injuries, like a lot of injuries. And I said this to like I said this on Twitter and stuff, but like Arsenal are a very good team. They have arguably the best squad overall in the Premier League, and I'm not gonna lie about that. But I just feel the biggest issue with them is the injuries. And if anything makes them lose the league, it's gonna be because of that. Because, like, as much as we can talk about, oh, Gabriel's the best defender in the world, and Saliba's this great, and all these players are this great, like, they're playing so hard every single game. And it's getting to a point where even your reserve players that you bought to replace the main guys are also getting injured. So not only are Saliba and Gabriel injured, but Mosquera's injured now, right? And apparently he didn't even get injured once for Valencia or wherever he played before. He didn't get injured once. And he's already been injured like twice this season. And I said this, like, I saw a clip of this once where, like, I think it was against Burnley or something, where it was like, I think they were leading 2-0, and in the 90th minute, you can see, like, everyone from Arsenal rushing back to defend. And that's great. But you don't need to be doing that. Like, even if you concede one goal, it's fine. You can still win the game. You don't need to rush back and, you know, give everything to get to. And it's not guaranteed that guy will even score. He has to be Raya, and Raya is a fantastic keeper. But all these players are rushing back, and it's great. You want to see that from your team. But also, like, it's not good for them physically. You've just played 90 minutes, and you're sprinting back. Sorry about cutting the video, it's had to do something, but... Yeah, listen, with Arsenal, like, they just need to stop, like, giving everything, every damn game. Like, oh my days. The camera just fell. But yeah. I still think they're the best team in Europe, probably. But the issue with them is just the injuries, man. And that's something that I think they really, really need to fix. Because if they want to win this league, they need their players fit. Like, you can talk about, oh, in a couple of weeks, Gabriel will come back and Saliba will come back. But what if they get injured again? You know? What if Declan Rice tears his ACL? He probably won't. Right? But what if he does? Right? What if Saka gets injured again, like last season? You know? What if Gyökeres gets injured again? Or Marino, or Eze, or... Like, that's the main issue with Arsenal. For me, at least. So that's something that I think they really need to work on this season. Keeping their players fit. Obviously, it's not been so well already, but... For example, with City, I agree that, you know, our squad isn't the best. And I also do think we need to invest in January because I think we need a right back. I think we need another winger, you know, hopefully Semenyo. And I think we need another midfielder. I think if we can get 3 of those, I'll be very happy. It probably won't happen, but if we can, I wouldn't mind it. And, yeah, listen, I think that's really it about Arsenal. I mean, Chelsea, that's horrible. Like, they were notorious for one game, by the way. One game. And they lost the Leeds and they drew to Bournemouth. Embarrassing. And then you have Tottenham. They won against Brentford, fair play. But watch them lose like 5-0 in the next game. Watch. It's Tottenham, man. They're going to lose. United, they're going to play tomorrow. I don't really care about them, but yeah. And yeah, that's it. Obviously, Real Madrid next for us. I most likely will make a prediction video. I'm not too sure. But yeah. It is what it is. Peace.